Amorim's idea of using droppers has destroyed another high press. Even if opposition closed down the dropper, United will bypass the press using a midfield runner. Amorim's 3-4-3 is built to make use of the droppers. Usually the narrow double pivot will drag the midfield line with them to create the desired space between the lines. As soon as the space is created, the dropper makes the move and the pressing block will be bypassed. Now it's all about chaotic combination between the attacking trio to release the runner. So United uses their typical 3-2-3 shape to build attacks. The double pivot move inside the pressing block while the attacking trio stay behind the midfield line. Here the opposition has a hybrid 4-4-2 press. In an ideal case, the center midfielder will mark the pivot and the attacking midfielder will try to cover shadow him while pressing the center back. So here the ball is played wide and Tottenham close down the ball side. If you look closely, the center midfielder is quickly moving to the half space to cover the inside diagonal passing lane to Cunha. So opposition has blocked their favorite progression route and now they have to find an alternative. The ball is played back and Tottenham have their right winger ready to jump on the wide centre back. It seems opposition has control over the situation with their pressing setup. But in reality, United can destroy everything with a dropper. Here the winger will jump on the centre back and the full back will follow up the press. This means the dropping attacker will be free and it forces the opposition to mark him using a center midfielder. So the dropper is actually creating a potential vulnerability in the center midfield by dragging the center midfielder towards him. As expected, the ball is played to the wingback and United can use their midfield overload by playing Casemiro. When opposition tried to neutralize the threat of Mbeumo, United countered it by using their center midfielder. No dropper made the move and the press can be bypassed using Amad. In another sequence, as the ball is played wide, fullbacks jump on the wingback and again the center midfielder is threatened by the dropper. So he closed down Mbeumo and it made the center midfielder free. In the previous one, it was Casemiro and now it's Bruno. Here the press is bypassed and Bruno can release Mbeumo against a vulnerable centre back. Here we have United in their typical shape and opposition is marking both centre midfielders now. Here the winger and the wing back has interchanged positions and the centre midfielder is protected in the half space. We can clearly see a potential vulnerability in the half space. By having a back 3 system, United can quickly access these half spaces. Here Shaw has a massive space to attack and the winger and the wingback made a natural positional rotation here. This wasn't a deliberate move, but it actually confused both the midfielder and the fullback. Notice how Bruno is aware of their half space intentions and made a quick run to attack the half space. Again it's the dropper creating that pressing dilemma in the half space and it made Bruno free. From a tactical point of view, let's say that when an attacker drops down, a midfielder has to move forward, and this is what breaks the press. Now United can enter the final third, and this sequence actually ended up in their first goal. Here we have a similar structure, and they are making another positional rotation, but this time it's the striker drifting wide while the wingback moved inside. This is the first dropping movement and dragged the center midfielder out of position. Now comes the actual dropper in the half space. Since it's a 3 vs 3 situation, some creativity is used to beat the press. So again it's the back 3 system giving them direct access to the half space and it's the wing back winger combo breaking the press. If Amad gets the ball here, he can use his ball carrying skills to create a dangerous situation. The last sequence is pretty interesting one. Here Amad is the dropper and he dragged the centre back with him. When an attacker dropped, the midfielder made the forward run. As of now, this run made no impact. But as the ball is played wide, we can see that midfield runner is unmarked and he can attack the exposed back leg. It's because the centre back was dragged out by the dropper and there is a real possibility of wing back releasing Bruno here. Though Dorgu didn't play him, it showed how a simple dropping movement destabilized the opposition. I'm not saying this idea of drop pace is unique to Amorim. It's actually used by many teams. My intention was to explain why United is too good in this particular attacking system.